Always been good, Dennis. You shouldn't have any trouble.
Let's hope, Mr. Eisenhower.
As you know, I'll be your case officer. Here's the phone number where you'll check in with me every week. Understand that?
Yes, sir.
It'll help if you also look on me as your friend, Dennis.
I'll do my best, Mr. Eisenhower.
Well, psychologists say you're a bright guy. Your best should be good enough. Now, you know where you report for your job?
Yes, it's typed very neatly, sir. Lowell Lumber and Supply. What do they know about me?
The truth, Dennis. They know you got in a jam when you were younger. You've been taken care of for a while, now you're okay again, period. This isn't a prison. No one's gonna treat you like you've been in one. Understand?
Sounds good, sir.
It'll be what you make it, Dennis. You and no one else. Now, good luck. Any questions?
No, sir. Although, I must tell you, Mr. Eisenhower, a lumber yard does seem like a slight waste of my talents.
Is that so?
Yes, sir. I've been taking a secret course in interplanetary navigation. I had hoped to be appointed to the first Venus rocket.
Cut that out, Dennis.
I was kidding, sir.
These fantasies of yours can be dangerous. Now, you lay off that stuff.
Yes, sir. Well, I better not miss my bus to the lumber yard. You'll be hearing from me.
Dennis. Believe me, Dennis, you're going out into a very real and very tough world. It's got no place at all for fantasies.
Forward! Huh! Hut, hey, hut.
Повторяю, внимание! Взять редиску, 2 картошки, кусок хлеба, положить в кастрюльку, перерезать, перерубить и выбросить. Дальше передаю. Взять 2 куска хлеба, 3 картофеля, 1 огурец, положить в кастрюльку, пересолить, переперчить, смешать и выбросить снова. Повторяю, взять 2 куска хлеба, 2 картошки, положить в кастрюльку, пересолить и выбросить. Дальше передаю. Что передается, передавать салатный хлеб, положить в кастрюльку снова, перерезать.
Morning, Mr. Bronson.
Hello, Dennis.
Mrs. Bronson. Hi, Mrs. B.
Good morning, Dennis.
Do me a favor, will you drop this off for processing?
Oh, sure.
Thanks. Oh, better leave it in your own name if you don't mind.
Why?
Thanks, Mrs. Bronson.
Well, Dennis, aren't you having any breakfast?
That's okay. I had a couple of high-energy biscuits. See ya.
About time, Pitt.
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Pitt, what happened?
Well, I don't know, sir. All of a sudden, he just went crazy.
All of a sudden, huh?
That's certainly how it seems, sir. Of course, as I don't have to tell you, I didn't actually see it because I was concentrating on my scope. Look here, Mr. Munch, you don't doubt me, do you?
Oh, no, Pitt, I don't doubt you. I just wish I could prove what I don't doubt about you.
Lascivious carriage. That's an interesting phrase.
Never heard it.
Says here, troopers arrested a fella, 43, and a girl, 39, for lascivious carriage. Means they were doing things to each other.
Oh, boy. Let's see. Ah, Fall Road. It figures.
Why?
You must be new in town, kiddo.
Fairly.
Fall Road. That's back in the woods. You go down a lane to where there's some birch trees. You arrive at Makeout Alley.
Oh, in other words, a well-known local meeting place.
Oh.
Clandestine.
Clan who?
One of those troopers was a rookie. Imagine, a 25-year-old cop arresting a 43-year-old man for something he'd give his right arm to be doing himself.
Yeah. I bet before they made the pinch, they spent 20 minutes watching.
Hi. Anyone got change for a quarter?
Sure.
Say, you aren't playing hooky from school, are you?
With the grades you need for college these days, you must be insane. Merci.
Don't say a word. That's perfectly natural. We're under surveillance. Rendezvous tonight. Bring this object. Spring Street Movie House, 8 p.m. 7th row balcony, left side aisle. Got that? Make your phone call. Don't look after me.
What?
Been of greater service than you know. Thank you. Goodbye. I said good night, didn't I? You're a reckless kid.
What's this all about? Who are you?
My name is Dennis Pitt. That's already more than you should know.
What was in that bottle?
Tetraacetic desoxyribose pergranate. Satisfied? All right. I suppose I owe you some sort of explanation. It's wrong. It's against every rule in the book, but I had to use you. It was the only way out of that jam.
What jam?
Now that you're in this. God, it's so utterly crazy. It just might work.
What might work?
We can't talk here. Get your car. Go on.
Okay.
Your full name?
Sue Ann Stepanek.
Is that Russian?
Polish. Why aren't you writing this down?
Memory is part of our training program. All right, Sue Ann, where do you live?
14 Fresh Air Lane.
Age?
18.
College?
Yes.
I'm disappointed, Sue Ann. You were observed drilling with a certain patriotic high school outfit.
Oh, that.
I agree with you. It's juvenile. However, it led us to believe that you were reliable and truthful.
Well, I'm a senior Chubb High. Almost 18.
That's better. The truth never hurts. Why did you lie to me?
Well, I didn't want to seem too young.
Foolish child. If you read the papers, you'd know we have used younger. What does your father do?
Oh, he's dead. Killed in Korea.
That's rough. I'm sorry.
Oh. It's life.
Wrong, Sue Ann. It is death. We never confuse the two in my business. Tell me about your mother now.
Oh, yes. Well, She's a typist in a law firm.
Mm-hmm.
But she's really kind of a problem, Dennis.
Good.
What?
The way you used my name, it sounded quite natural. We have an obvious rapport.
Oh.
Now, this problem with your mother.
Oh, yeah, well, she never lets me go out or anything.
I see.
That sounds stupid, doesn't it?
No, it's not uncommon in EM cases. Employment of minors, we have techniques to get around that.
No kidding. What kind of...
Techniques. Next right. Turn. Pull over there and cut your headlights.
You know, this is a funny place for this kind of talk.
Why?
Well, the kids call us Makeout Valley.
I know that. That's why I chose it. It's a perfect cover. Like my routine job at the Sossenfeld plant, which covers my real mission here.
Oh, what's that?
Sorry, that's classified.
Dennis, you know, there's something I ought to tell you about my mother. I think she's mixed up with someone.
A man?
Well, sure, she's not queer. But he could be subversive.
I think you watch too much TV, Sue Ann.
Well, couldn't you check him out with those, you know, those techniques of yours?
Okay. We'll check this character out tomorrow night if he's around.
No, he'll be around. I'm glad I met you, Dennis.
Be careful. Emotions can be fatal in things like this.
Well, and things like what? You know, you still haven't told me what you're doing here.
I can only tell you that a certain alien group plans to introduce a diabolical substance into the entire northeastern water supply. They have chosen the Sossenfeld chemical plant as their infiltration point. If they... Someone's coming. Pretend we're lovers.
Wait! Dennis, the gear shift!
All right, it's okay to get up now. Whenever someone's coming, it's an old trick to do that.
I'll bet.
No, I mean, really, one agent escaped death because of that.
Well, I'll have to be going now.
Yes, myself as well. We may have been seen. Better I return to my place cross-country. Wait 5 minutes before you drive out.
Okay.
Instructions. Our standard meeting place, the hot dog stand, noon. If unable to comply, same 24 hours later, no phone contact. Got that?
Hot dog stand noon.
Looks so innocent. What a damn deceptive world.
Are you a secret agent?
Good night, Sue Ann Stepanek.
Dennis? I dropped your film off for you.
Thanks, Mrs. Bronson. There's another one there on the bureau. You might ask them to rush that.
Oh, you got a phone call this afternoon.
What?
Some man asking if you stayed here.
Who?
It was some foreign-sounding name.
Has an hour?
Yes, I think that was it.
Huh. What did you tell him?
I told him you were at work. What would I tell him?
It's a bad game. They never warn you there's no way out.
I hope they burn him.
Why? The accused person could be innocent. What we term a victim of circumstance.
Are you kidding?
He murdered the broad, then he stole her car. Her girlfriend saw him go. It says so.
Well, of course it says so, but study the girlfriend.
What about her?
She looks too innocent. Could be a case of entrapment. Hello, haven't we met?
I think we did somewhere.
Too bad. I'd love to chat, but I have no time. So long.
Hi.
Hi. Where's the kid?
Movies.
Thank God for the movies. I got some bourbon.
Your mother's quite a handsome woman.
I thought the idea was to check out him.
I tell you frankly, Sue Ann, this man does not visit your mother for any subversive reasons.
Well, but how do you know till you check him out?
Okay, we'll get his picture. It has to be a profile, though.
A profile? Why?
To show the ears. They never change. Many a man has been unmasked because of his ears, even after extensive plastic surgery.
Really? I didn't know that.
Luckily for us, not many people do. All right, instructions. Dash undercover to the car and start the engine. I'll be there right after the explosion. You ask too many questions, Sue Ann. It's a habit you're going to have to break.
Hey, who's that? Hey!
The photo will be checked tomorrow. It was a stupid risk. Move out.
Okay.
It spreads from the factory waste pipes into the lakes, into the reservoirs. Silent, deadly.
Crazy. It's just a stupid lake. I mean, don't agents ever do anything exciting?
You poor kid. It's that old post-operational letdown. I'll give you something to fix that.
Are they drugs?
They're non-addictive. They're government issue. They're called ACTs. Go ahead, take one.
Are they like sniffing glue?
Oh, boy. Sometimes you seem very, very young, Sue Ann. Maybe you won't make a PAC-NS.
What's a PAC-NS?
I'll explain that term after you take a couple.
You take it first.
Okay.
Okay. How long is it going to take?
Not long. You'll know.
I wonder what my mother and that man are doing now. You know, when he came out, he was barefoot.
I've no idea.
I think they were getting ready.
Sue Ann, PAC-NS stands for plausible agentry contact, non-salaried. You could qualify.
You know, when grown-ups do it, it's kind of dirty. That's because there's no one to punish them.
Sue Ann, I'll check all this with my cutout from Springfield. He'll be coming here to Winslow soon. His name is Eisenhower. Don't be surprised if he orders a change in my status. Sue Ann, all this is very important. Are you listening?
The moon is acting very funny.
Sue Ann. Sue Ann.
Oh, I feel good, Dennis.
You feel ripe, like you're getting ready to bust.
Winslow contact, sir. What shall I do?
What shall you do?
Uh-huh.
Well, what do you think?
I don't think.
Well, guess.
Make out?
More.
Sleep together?
No sleeping.
That was good.
Yeah.
Hey, Dennis, when do we do something exciting?
Soon. The pressures are closing in. I feel them everywhere. Don't you?
I feel empty.
Pitt, wake up. There's a guy here to see you. His name is Eisenhower. Morton Eisenhower. Mean anything to you?
Probably some hack gumshoe from the Bureau of Licenses.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. I once did some unlicensed tree surgery. I foolishly performed an abortion on a peach tree.
Get moving, wise guy, and you're on company time.
Hello. We meet again.
Hello, Dennis.
I'd like a last cigarette. I decline a blindfold.
You haven't changed much, Dennis.
Who does?
I had a hell of a time finding you.
Good.
Come on. Let's walk around somewhere we can talk.
That's where the chemical waste is discharged.
Oh, yeah?
Over 70 million gallons a year. I've traced all the stream patterns. By next spring, there may not be an monstrous fish as far south as New York.
Ah, it's a necessary evil.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Dennis, I'm here to talk about you. You broke your probation. It's over a year you didn't check in.
Well, I'm trying to be self-reliant, Mr. Eisenhower.
You're accountable to the state. You knew you weren't to change address without permission.
What are you going to do? Drag me back to the barred windows and the witch doctors?
I guess I should, Dennis. Only it might not be such a cozy place this time.
I'm not going back, Mr. Eisenhower. Believe me, I'm not. Mr. Eisenhower, would you think it possible if I told you I'm in love?
It's possible.
Well, I am, Mr. Eisenhower. I have the love of a clean, true girl. She needs me. I lend meaning to her life. In case you doubt her character, I'll add that she carries the state flag for the Chubb High School drill team.
Oh, you have a bad way of gilding the lily, Dennis. Just when I want to believe you, I'm afraid.
You're afraid I'll run away? I'll blow up cities, I'll rape and burn and destroy property and get arrested for lascivious carriage. You're afraid most of all that I can take care of myself and don't need your services. You're afraid that in spite of you, in spite of all your doctors, I'll rehabilitate myself.
Dennis, for God's sakes, I've got 50 more cases and I know what to do
Good,
with.
then leave me alone.
These are laws. Laws must be abided.
Give me 2 weeks to keep my nose clean, okay?
Dennis.
Look, we're talking about my life, Mr. Eisenhower. We're talking about my one and only life.
Okay, Dennis. It's my neck if I'm wrong, but I won't take you in. On condition that you hold your job. That you're phoning to me every day, every single day, you understand?
Yes.
You can mail me your payroll stubs, too, just to be sure.
Good idea, thanks.
Oh, don't thank me. I'm probably being a fool. So long for now, Dennis.
Mr. Eisenhower. Really, thanks.
Okay.
You're through, Pitt.
What do you mean?
You finish Friday and then find yourself another job and lots of luck.
You mean I'm fired?
That's a good word for it. The chemical plant is no place for a convicted arsonist. And you're even lucky I'm letting you finish out the week.
Well, I don't understand. Why did he tell you that? I was 15 years old when that happened.
So what? I'm meant to cry?
Thanks, old buddy, for getting me fired.
What are you talking about? Why were you fired?
Why do you think? Because of what you told your pal Munch.
Good Lord, he promised me he wouldn't fire you.
I guess it was a necessary evil, huh?
That's right. What's his number? I'll call back.
No need, sir. I'm right this moment applying for a better position elsewhere. My chances are excellent.
I'm glad to hear that. Have him call me. Where are you applying?
It's called Silver Mills here in Winslow.
Dennis, be honest with him, won't you?
I mean, tell him about your record. You may not believe it, but it's always much the best way.
You've been fired?
Sue Ann, if you remember, I told you there might be a change of status. It's part of the plan.
But why were you fired?
Happens often. Agents are deliberately discredited to help them carry out their missions.
Oh, this sounds fishy to me, Dennis. Like that man, you know, he looked like he was giving you a chewing.
Okay. See this?
Yeah, that's your work card.
Yes, among other things, it is. Now read it through this.
Pitt, CIA 3704. The CIA? Oh, God!
Ruthless devils, they don't care who they use.
What do you mean?
It's not their fault. They didn't make this world either. I mean, you've been approved, Sue Ann. My orders have come through. Raid Sausenfeld. And since it's too late to send in a new man now, you and me are the team.
Oh, wow! Brief me.
Where'll you be at 5?
Drill practice.
I'll pick you up right after. I'll need your help to contact Eisenhower.
Hello.
Good afternoon. This is Miss Stepanek, Mr. Barge's secretary at Silver Mills in Winslow.
Yes, Miss Stepanek.
I'm calling you in connection with our hiring Mr. Dennis Pitt.
Oh, yes, he mentioned that.
Yes, my supervisor asked me to call you. Mr. Eisenhower, his name is Barges. Mr. Pitt told us that he was on probation, and we would like a letter to the effect that Mr. Pitt
is or isn't trustworthy.
Frankly, his frankness impressed us quite a lot.
Okay, I'll send that. What's the address?
What's the address?
14 Fresh Air Lane, Winslow.
14 Fresh Air Lane, Winslow.
Mr. Barges, 14 Fresh Air Lane.
Never mind. Hang on.
Oh, thank you, sir. She's sending it to Mr. Barges at my address.
Of course, you're my drop. We'll intercept it. Briefing at 8 p.m. tonight, my place. Trailer front of Bronson's garage. Approach from the rear. Don't let yourself be seen.
Oh, wow, this is really exciting.
More than you know, Sue Ann. When he said he'd send the letter, that was the code signal I've been waiting for. It means we make our raid tonight.
Oh, wow. Your place tonight.
A phone call for you, Dennis. Some girl.
Hi, it's me. I can't get out tonight.
What do you mean you can't get out?
I'm a prisoner, Dennis. The old hag even took my car keys.
But Sue Ann, tonight? What, you know what there is tonight?
I told you Mom was a problem. Now maybe you'll believe me.
Oh, well, this isn't happening. I must be dreaming this.
Didn't you say you had techniques for dealing with hang-ups like this?
Yes. Yes, I have techniques. I'm just no longer sure you're worth using them on, Sue Ann.
Well, I'm sad you feel that way, Dennis. See, I remember at the lake.
Yeah.
She might be listening in. I better go now. Dream of me, huh?
Some agent, you were really scared. Dennis, I wouldn't blame you a bit if you were just furious about last night.
I'd as soon forget about last night. I got through to my people. Operations rescheduled for tonight, same timetable. See you, Pete.
Dennis, listen. Before we go out again, you have to meet my mother.
What? What do you think we're planning here? Some kind of a Girl Scout outing?
Dennis, you've got to. It's the only way. Now, listen, I worked it all out, Peachy. I told her that you were related to one of her very best friends.
It's a good likeness, isn't it? Of Margaret St. Ange. Sue Ann did say she was your aunt, didn't she?
Oh, well. Well, she sure did, but pardon me for preferring to look at you, Mrs. Stepanek.
Oh, my. I thought chivalry was dead.
Well, I don't know about that, but it's surely plain where Sue Ann gets her good looks.
Oh, stop. We're very different, actually. Except that Sue Ann is stubborn. But, of course, she knows I'm even more stubborn.
Oh, boy, fasten your seatbelts.
Don't whine, Sue Ann.
Mother!
Sue Ann, I'm sure Mr. Pitt doesn't like to see you acting like a brat.
If we're going to get to the movies on time, I guess.
Your parents live in Winslow, Dennis?
No, my folks died in a car crash when I was 2.
Oh, how terrible.
Yes, of course, I don't remember it much.
Strange that Margaret never mentioned that tragedy.
Oh. Actually, the St. Anges are close friends of my aunt. They used to live together.
You didn't tell me quite right, did you?
Oh, what's the difference?
In Holyoke, wasn't it?
No, ma'am, that was in Westfield, where they worked.
Really?
What's the difference? Who cares about all that family crud?
Well, that's too bad. Mr. Pitt is going to have to go to the movies by himself.
What?
I told the child the next time she used an unladylike word like that, she'd have to go right upstairs to bed.
Mother!
Mr. Pitt is a grown man, dear. He understands.
Excuse me, I'm going to get a glass of water in the kitchen.
You see, you've embarrassed Mr. Pitt.
Dennis, have I embarrassed you?
Oh, I'm thirsty, that's all.
Well, let's go, go then.
You go to your room.
Make me. Let's go, Dennis.
I really am very sorry.
I said let's go, Dennis.
Mr. Pitt's a grown man, dear. He understands. Oh, what crud playing you against me like that.
Yeah.
Sue Ann, get away. Play with kids your own age. Oh, boy. What an old bad
Sue Ann,
kid.
Sue Ann, unwind yourself. Our mission needs ice-cold nerves. You know how to use a wrench?
Sure.
The chute is sectioned right above us. Our objective is to loosen the superstructure supporting section number 2. If we do it right, the whole works will come down the first load they pipe through in the morning. You take the bottom section, I'll do the top.
Counter-sabotage, huh?
Remember, we're striking a blow for every decent citizen in this area. Let's go.
Come down. You heard me, son. Start climbing. And don't try anything. I gotta.
I hit him twice. You see, he started to go down, and then I bopped him on the side of the head. Oh, he sure is bleeding, isn't he?
Yeah.
The CIA does cover this kind of stuff, doesn't it? Hmm? Well?
Yeah, sometimes.
Well, what should we do? You're sweating.
You're cool.
What do we do, Dennis?
Well, that depends.
You mean on how he is?
Yeah. Just let me think a minute.
Does he know you?
Yep. His name is Sam. I bet with him on a baseball game once. Duck!
dead, Dennis. The chute's right over him, you see? When it falls down in the morning, they'll figure that's what killed him. God, what a night. Let's get out of here, huh? Let's make out.
Sue Ann. Sue Ann.
Let's make out.
Wait a second.
Dennis, make love to me.
No. Sue Ann, listen.
What's the matter? Need a pill?
Sue Ann.
Okay, Buster. What's your name?
Dennis Pitt.
What was he trying to make you do, honey? Something bad?
No, we were just kidding around.
Look, you don't have to cover for him. How old are you?
21.
Yeah? Let's see your license.
Well, what kind of a country is this? Can't two people sit...
Shut up. When somebody asks you, that's when you talk. 21, huh? Now, you know there's a curfew around here.
Haul tail, Buster. You ride with us.
You lead the way home, honey.
Well, I guess they were just having a good time, officer. I mean, they weren't actually doing anything, were they?
No, nothing you could actually call doing anything.
Well, all's well that ends well, I always say. I can't thank you enough, officers.
Good night, Mrs. Stepanek.
You're one lucky kid, Buster. If I were you, I'd get down on my knees to this woman.
You're going to the movies, huh? You dumb little slut. And as for you, I talked to Margaret's parents. They never even heard of you. Those lucky people. Well, what's the matter? Don't you have any nice lies already?
I'm sorry, ma'am.
You know why I sent those cops away, don't you?
Sure, it was for Sue Ann's sake.
Oh, you were so right, Mr. Dennis Trash Pitt. People stink. I have you copped. The whole town says there's smoke, there's fire. Sue Ann must have led you on. Well, maybe she did. I don't give a damn. But I'm going to tell you something, and I want you to get this straight. Now, you so much as look at my girl in the street again, and I'm going to have you put in jail without a key. I work for a very respected lawyer, and he'll take care of you. I'm not bullying. Now, get out.
If I could just speak to Sue Ann for 1 minute.
I said get out.
Good night, Sue Ann.
Are you trapped?
funny, Sam hasn't clocked out yet. Better take a look for him.
The exterior chute collapsed. Damn thing fell on Sam Joyles. Killed him. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, will do. Toot the whistle. Boss says shut down. Yeah, this is Sausenfeld. Give me the police.
Bronson's garage. Yes, he's here.
Well, I'd be glad to, Mr. Munch. Goodbye.
Mr. Munch over at the factory would like to see you. Dennis, he said he'd like to see you right away.
What's the matter, Pitt? You so rich you can afford to walk out without picking up your final paycheck?
Thanks. Pitt.
Funny about that chute collapsing. It was inspected only last month. Meinhardt said it'd be good for at least another 50 years. It was also funny about Sam Joyles being right underneath it.
Afraid I can't share your sense of humor, Mr. Munch. So long.
Pitt, by the way, one other little thing. These gents want to talk to you. They're detectives.
Mr. Munch tells us you're on probation, Pitt. I believe the offense was arson.
That's right.
What did they do to you?
Well, this was some time ago. I was confined for a while. They said I was a disturbed juvenile.
They said. You mean you weren't?
I didn't think so, sir.
Beg pardon? Say that again.
He says he thought he was normal.
Ah.
Mr. Munch says that you often say things that he doesn't understand.
That's entirely possible, sir.
You seem like a smart guy, Pitt. What's your theory about the gun?
What gun?
The watchman's gun. You see, it hasn't been found.
Okay, what is this? What are you trying to get me to say? Aren't you meant to tell me I can call a lawyer?
Gosh, Pitt, we're not accusing you of anything.
You know any reason we should accuse you of anything?
When's the autopsy on Joyles?
I figure tomorrow.
You know, it could be very interesting. Water in the lungs and all that. But keep in touch, Pitt. That'll be all for now.
Good luck, Pitt.
Sue Ann, are you crazy? First rule of the CIA, unless directed otherwise, never revisit the scene of the sabotage.
Oh, Mickey Mouse.
What?
That's Mickey Mouse.
Sue Ann, this whole area reeks with cops.
Dennis, why are they dragging the edge of the river?
Must be for his gun. The old guy lost it.
Oh.
Sue Ann, put those glasses down. They reflect in the light.
Dennis, listen, we had a bad break. That letter came from Mr. Barges, and the old hag opened it up and called Eisenhower.
Oh, my God. So that's what he's doing up here.
Yep, they came and got me out of class, asked me all kinds of stupid questions, but don't worry, I didn't tell them anything.
Don't worry. They'll take me back for sure now. They'll lock me up. I'll never get out.
Your own CIA contact.
Sue Ann, you don't understand. He's still got to do his job. We all do. He's got to act as a probation officer and do what the law says he must. Anything to do with the CIA is gratuitous. You have to pretend you'd never heard of it. He's got to do his job, Sue Ann. That's even one of the reasons he picked me, because I'm an NPR, non-possible returnee. I've got a record.
You mean all the things in the letter were true?
What?
What, setting fire to your aunt's house and burning her up alive? Is that true?
Sue Ann, wait a second. I didn't know she was in that house. I swear I didn't. See, I'd been playing with some girl next door, playing doctor or something. Her name was Ursula. And my aunt caught us. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. My aunt beat me with a pile of sticks. So I took that pile of sticks into the cellar and I set fire to them, Sue Ann. But I thought my aunt was out. Ah, that poor fool, she sneaked back into the house after she told me she was going out. I guess she hoped to catch me committing lascivious carriage or something, but I didn't know it, Sue Ann. I didn't know she was in the house. You see? You see?
You're all sweaty when you're the one with the experience in killing people.
Oh, God. Sue Ann, you say it's crazy things. Maybe that's why I love you.
Cross your heart. Cross your heart.
Boy. What a week. I met you on Monday. Fell in love with you on Tuesday. Wednesday, I was unfaithful. Thursday, we killed a guy together. How about that for a crazy week, Sue Ann?
Unfaithful Wednesday?
I was just joking, Sue Ann. That was in another country. Forget it. I do, no kidding, love you. I love you.
get married, Dennis?
Yeah. Yeah. Why don't we?
We could be a husband and wife team sent all over the world on special missions.
Take a rocket, go to the moon, maybe.
Think of making love on a rocket. I mean weightless and everything.
What a make-out.
Hey, no kidding. Why don't we?
Because, Sue Ann, by tonight, Eisenhower's going to have me in jail for busting my probation.
Oh, not if we run.
Run where?
I love you. I never made it with anyone before you, Dennis.
Sue Ann, sweetheart, running away now is like admitting we killed that watchman.
Yes, but they'll never find us. I know they won't.
They'll
They
be
can't
watching for me.
catch
There'll
us.
be roadblocks everywhere.
Well, that's today, not tomorrow.
Oh, what do you
Look,
mean?
you hide out in the woods till tomorrow, and they'll figure that you've already given them the slip, right?
You're quite a planner, Agent Stepanek.
I'll get the money tonight, and then we'll drive, Dennis. We'll drive all the way to the Bay of Mexico.
Oh, Sue Ann. Why didn't I meet you earlier in my stupid life?
Oh, who cares? It's happening now. It happens every time you touch me, Dennis. Do you love me? Don't you want me always?
Yes. Oh, Sue Ann.
It'll look funny if I'm back late from lunch. You see, I'm on the honor roll. You'll be okay.
Yes.
If you let anyone catch you here, I'll just kill you, Dennis.
No, I won't.
I'll pick you up at exactly 10 tomorrow.
Okay.
Dennis, kiss.
God, how I love you, Sue Ann.
My hygiene class.
Oh. Sue Ann,
Yeah?
we won't wear bathing suits in the Bay of Mexico.
What a nut. Hasta luego, nut.
Keeping Tom, huh?
Going someplace? You're lucky I'm early. Where were you going?
Nowhere.
What happened to your face? You are some character, Dennis. I'm surprised the CIA lets you out without a keeper. Come on, get in. Dennis, get in. Now, I wonder which looks best. What do you think?
Sue Ann, will you hurry up with that suitcase? You've spent 20 minutes on it already.
Well, I want to look nice when we check into a motel. Oh, no, that's Mom. What is she doing here?
What? I thought you said she was gone for the weekend.
I thought she was, too. She must have snuck back like that aunt of yours did.
What are we going to do?
Well, I've been thinking about this, and I've decided the best way for everyone, you know, for you and me, for the CIA, for Mr. Eisenhower, for all of us. It's the night watchman's. I took it just in case. Hey, so what's this sweat? Why, it's not such a big deal for somebody who's already burned up his own aunt.
Sue Ann, are you still asleep up there?
Oh, Mother, what time is it? Is it late?
You want some breakfast?
Yes, how about, pancakes?
Okay, dearie. It's your figure.
Dennis, wake up. It's the only way. Don't you see? You've got to. Do you want to be locked up by that nasty old Mr. Eisenhower again? No. So shoot her. They'll never find her. We'll dump her in the lake. And then we'll be 1,000,000 miles away in the Bay of Mexico. She'll be in the kitchen with her back turned. It's a pot shot.
What's that?
Well, I don't know. Some sailor from New London or somewhere.
Did he make out with you, Sue Ann?
I don't remember. Maybe.
You said he never did with anyone but me.
What's the difference? Tell me she's coming up the stairs. Come on. No, she wasn't frightened at all. She just looked a little surprised. I feel like we're married now, don't you, Dennis? Like really married. Dennis? What do people do as soon as they're married? Hmm?
I don't think I can.
All right, let's get rid of her then. Now, get my car and back it around to the kitchen door. Mrs. Stepanek's residence.
Sue Ann? This is Morton Eisenhower. You met me at school with your mother yesterday, remember?
Yes, Mr. Eisenhower.
Now listen, Sue Ann. For your sake as well as his. Where's Dennis Pitt?
I don't have any idea, really. Listen, I can't talk now.
Let me speak to your mother.
She's gone for the day, I'm afraid.
Well, where is she?
Listen, I can't talk now. I've got something on the stove, and I can't talk now.
I'm leaving Bronson's for the police station. If you hear from Pitt...
Mr. Eisenhower, I cannot talk now.
Get it straight, Miss Stepanek. If you're covering for that bad apple, you're in one hell of a jam.
Coast is clear. Give me a hand. Why didn't you open the trunk?
Wait. What's that?
You should know.
It looks like chemical from the factory.
But don't you remember?
I don't. It looks familiar, though.
Dennis Pitt, you really are a case. Now, instructions. Throw the gun in deep, and then wire up Mom with lots of rocks. The wire's back here. Now, throw her in, drive back here, and I'll get all the blood cleaned up, and then we can take off, okay?
For the Bay of Mexico?
Of course. Where else, silly? Hurry up now.
Sue Ann, what would happen if I wasn't really a CIA agent?
What do you mean, what would happen?
Would you stop loving me?
Dennis, I'm hung up on you. I'll love you forever, no matter what happens.
I've noticed. You do have quite a capacity for loving. Can I speak to the chief?
Is this an emergency?
Yep.
Just one moment. Frank Hill here.
Are you the chief of police?
Yeah. What do you want?
I want to report a murder.
Okay.
What do you mean, okay?
Go ahead. What's the story?
About the murder?
Yeah.
Well, my name is Dennis Pitt. And I'm at Kozak's gas station. You know where that is?
Yeah. Are you the murderer?
Uh-huh.
Who'd you murder?
Mrs. Stepanek.
Where's the body?
In the trunk.
What are your plans?
My plans?
That's right.
My God, you're certainly gabby, mister.
Hill. Frank Hill.
Aren't you gonna arrest me?
Keep talking, son. You got plenty of time. Just tell me all about it.
Well...
Come out of there with your hands up.
How did you get here so fast?
Come out of here. Come on, move, move. You're under arrest, punk. Let's go.
Bastard. Rotten, dirty, crazy, murdering bastard.
I couldn't talk to you over the phone because he had a pistol at my head.
He'd already killed your poor mother.
Right in front of my eyes. It was horrible. It was horrible.
Easy, honey. You don't have to talk about it now. Lay off the kid. Lay off her, huh?
But I still can't figure why you killed the old watchman.
To get the gun, obviously. You planned on killing Mrs. Stepanek from the beginning.
Oh, I was such a fool, Mr. Eisenhower. I let him go on. Even after I knew he was crazy. I just...
I'm sorry, Sue Ann.
I believed him when he told me he loved me. It's almost as if I feel a little bit responsible for Mom's death myself. But Mom saw through him. Oh, she tried to warn me, too. I guess that's why he figured he had to get rid of her. Please, can't you take him somewhere? I can't bear him looking at me like that.
Come on.
Sue Ann, I loved you. Don't you know I loved you? I did love you.
Here's your Pepsi, sweetheart.
You look so good to me, thanks.
Look, Dennis, I've spent months on this. Now, at last, they're willing to give you a lie to take the test, and you won't take it. Why not?
Mickey Mouse.
You like it here, huh? You look forward to spending the rest of your life here?
Well, I've been worse places. There are good, strong bars to keep out the riffraff.
You're a liar, Dennis, a liar and a fool. But I simply do not believe you're a killer.
That's your problem, old pal. As you said to me the first day we met, the world has no place at all for fantasies.
There's some reason behind it. You got some crazy reason no one understands.
Maybe.
What? Dennis, tell me. Don't you see I'm the only friend you have?
There was some poison once, but no one recognized it. In fact, that poison was even quite pretty looking. So the problem was what to do about it. It took me some time to realize that what to do about it was very simple. Nothing.
Nothing.
Correct, Mr. Asnar, because who'd listen to me, known to be no good? But if that poison just stayed there, getting worse and worse, like poison always does, spreading until even the blindest man could see, until he had to see.
Go on.
Sorry. I've learned that people only pay attention to what they discover for themselves. So long. If you're ever in Winslow, see what Sue Ann is up to, will you?
I'll keep an eye on it, Dennis.
So long.
Pass the sugar, please.
Oh, sure.
You live around here?
Uh-huh.
With your folks, I guess, huh?
No, just people. My pop died. And then last year, my mom was murdered.
Oh, good Lord. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Sure was rough for a while, but yeah, life has to go on, I guess.
Did they get the guy?
Oh, sure. Psychopaths always get caught. They never know when to stop.
He's a nut, huh?
Complete.
Wow. Now, why did they let types like that walk around loose anyway?
Well, you know, they're hard to tell. Some of them act just as normal as you and me. And then all of a sudden... This one also killed a watchman over at Sossenfeld. He worked there for a while.
You're kidding. That's where I work.
You know, I kind of figured that. I bet you knew in Winslow, too.
That's right. Yeah. New and footloose. How'd you know?
Well, if I'd seen you before, well, I'm sure I'd have remembered if I'd seen you before, that's all.
My name's Harry Jackson.
Sue Ann.
How about a movie tonight, Sue Ann?
Oh, I can't.
Oh, come on. I'm not dangerous.
No, it's these people I live with, Harry. They're so awful and square. They won't let me go out or anything.
Maybe we can figure a way to pull the wool over.
Well, that's interesting. Maybe we could, you and me.
What's that old saying? Where there's a will, there's a way.
That's the saying.
How about it?
I can't promise you anything, Harry. But you could be very helpful to me. I'll walk you over the bridge and we'll talk about it, okay?
Or allow me.
Thank you. Now, about these people I live with. What we've got to plan is